Okay, so down below here, I've got a think pair share. The solution is off to the right with that interval from 1 to 3. So go ahead and pause the video and try and figure it out. And when we resume, or when you resume, I'll show the rest of my solution. Go ahead and pause. Okay, we're back. So here's the solution to this problem. So I would encourage you to go ahead and, rewrite the problem. That way it's kind of formatted in the size that kind of fits your handwriting. And, again, we're trying to solve for x that's at the center of this double inequality. And so trying to get x by itself, we just add 5 to both sides. And that'll get us with 2 less than 2x less than or equal to 6. Divide everything by 2. And this is the double inequality that we get. Converting this into a number line. See if I can, that and that, there we go. And so, how do we get this number line? You read from the inside out with this double inequality. So, reading from x in the middle, x is greater than 1. So here's 1, and x is greater than 1, which means it doesn't include it. So that's why I've got parentheses there. And then over here to the right, we just read from the x. We just read from the x out. So x is less than or equal to 3. So here's 3, and it's less than that. And equal to it. So that's why we use a bracket. So this is how we come up with the values of x being between 1 and 3, with 3 inclusive. So that's kind of the reason here for this interval. So notice that we've got parentheses here around next to the 1 and bracket here next to the 3. All right, so now look at the next think pair share. This one has no solutions. Earlier, when I was kind of explaining this, I realized that there was a typo. So right now in your problem, make sure that this number is correct. Yours might say 33 in that spot. Make it negative 27. Okay, so if you make it negative 27, your answer should be no solutions. All right, so go ahead and pause and resume when you're ready. Okay, we're back. So let's look now at this problem. So again, I just rewrote the problem, working from the inside out, subtracting both sides by 3, and then dividing by negative 5. Now, did you remember that when you divide or multiply by a negative, you have to reverse the signs of the inequalities? All right, so maybe you forgot to do that and didn't get no solutions for your answer. Okay, so after you divide both sides by negative 5, we're going to get negative 1 on the left and positive 6 on the right. So when we read this from the inside out to make our number line, we're going to have x is less than negative 1. Okay, so here's negative 1 on the number line, and we have values of x less than that. And then we've got x greater than or equal to 6. So here we've got 6, and values greater than 6 will be to the right, and including it is going to be a solid dot. Now, so that's a correct interpretation of this double inequality with a number line. Okay, but remember that this double inequality has to have values of x that satisfy two inequalities. So the first inequality is going to be this one, which is 8 less than 3 minus 5x, okay, which is this part here on the left-hand side. And it's got to satisfy a second inequality, which is 3 minus 5x less than or equal to negative 27. So I didn't correct this down here, and I need to. So this needs to be negative 27. This needs to be negative 7. Okay. So there must be overlap in the domains of the solutions of x. And so when you look up here, at the number line, the two domains for the solutions of x, they don't overlap. And since there's no overlap, there are no solutions to this problem. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.